Your energy small, get your BDE up. Love me in your hoods, out in the subs. Knife to the gut, bitch, I been in the cut. Sorry, your man, catching some feelings. He didn't want me before I was winning. Sweat, blood, and tears turned me into the villain. Mad as they killing, bad as a penguin. Used to be zero, now I'm the one people call me their hero. Stop when I'm passing the mirror. Damn, I look good since I caught this De Niro. Flipping my head when I woke. Chicken squat, cause I'm fly as a hulk. Poppin' no G when I spark. I grew like a tree, now these bitches all bark. La 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 la, I be singing inside my slab when I'm cruising and swinging. Crystal popping on the speakers, stay banging. Texas, I'm trained and diamonds be dangin'. No, 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 I'm never changing. Queen in the spot is the game rearranging. Watching my ops on them, they know I'm gaining. KP a K9 that night on me hanging.
Hey, well I'm back in this bitch. Blow out the parcel, you know it's a hit. Stacking my chips and I really don't trip. She throwing a fit cause she know that I'm him. Yeah. Don't pass me the
What's
mic,
good,
I'm
y'all? It's your boy
Kobe.
DJ Jerry in the house. Social Plug Media in the building. Another episode of the Social Plug Podcast where we bring ordinary people doing extraordinary things, man. And we are broadcasting live from New Braunfels, Texas, right here representing y'all. Hey, dude, I'm fucking excited today for the guests that we got on the show. You know, we've had many amazing guests with some incredible stories, but I'll tell you, the man that we got on the show today is going to the next level. And that's what we're all about, connecting people to the next level. So you are officially plugged in right here with Social Plug Media, y'all. Hey, and so Jay Rizzle is the man behind the scenes, my producer in the house, Social Plug Media, bringing everything to life, making the magic happen. What's happening?
What is up, my guy? And it feels good to be back.
Hey,
We
you're
got an
telling
awesome
me,
guest
bro.
today, too, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Hey, we got a lot of things in store. So if you are logging online with us right now, you are not going to want to cut or
Heck
drop this
yeah,
episode.
man.
So, hey, and so we've had guests from authors, book writers. We've had people doing incredible things. Today, we have a up and coming rapper straight out of the ATX. So, my man, we got Mr. Rap Hippie in the building himself.
Yes, sir. Straight out of ATX, baby.
Let's go. Hey, y'all. So that's official right here. So, yeah, we got my man Rap Hippie up in the building right here. Hey, and dress accordingly. Is this the everyday attire or this is, I mean,
It has to be.
I mean, it is. It's more of like a just let me just get ready, throw on, and let's go type stuff. You know what I mean?
let's go.
Yeah. I mean, this is my favorite shirt, I could say, and my brand new favorite beanie.
Hey, so I gotta ask you, dog. Rap Hippie.
hmm
Where'd the name come from?
So, so I used to go by different names in the past, and I used to just, rap or whatever, and I smoke. So basically, one of my friends was like, "Man, you're a rapping ass hippie," and I was just like, It just a light bulb hit, and I was just like, "I like that." So then I changed that to my Instagram name,
Mm-hmm.
and I still went by my other name, and people kept calling me Rap Hippie. So I was just like, you know what? I can't get rid
Okay.
of it. I love it. It's catchy, different. And
So what was
just-
what was the previous name?
I went
What
by
did you do?
John P, and then I went by John Raymond, and then I went by Gigi Still Alive, and then Rap Hippie.
Hey,
It's
progression.
just, I don't know, man. Rap Hippie is just the one that is just like, all right, this is it. This is
Not to be confused with John B, the R&B
no,
singer. right?
John P.
That's what I'm saying.
John, hey, don't get me wrong. Hey, I
It's
could
smooth
sing
with it.
like, what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
do some R&B. Nah, I'm just playing. I can't
That's
sing.
hey, that's what. Hey, but some of you, I've listened to a lot of your tracks, bro.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I love that you. You know what it reminded me? Kind of like a Mac Miller flavor. 'Cause-
Hey, that's a good person to say.
Yeah.
That's a first though. It's a first.
What
but
I like was, I mean, there's the styles, but
Yeah.
there's some melodic tones
Yeah,
in some of
yeah.
your music as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So all right. So we're talking about. So you're from the ATX,
Yes, sir.
from Austin, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Now, where?
Look 'em.
Hey, there you go. Hell yeah. So is that where you're originally from? Tell me about.
Born and
you know-
raised, man. Born and raised Austin, Texas. Northeast Austin, 78724. If you're from Austin, we go by area codes. So yeah,
There you
that's
go.
where I guess in my stomping grounds.
Already,
And,
man.
I moved around a lot, but that's home right there. I stayed in that as a child and until I was like, dope.
There we go.
So,
So we're going to touch more on that. And that's one of the things I love is like, I mean, we get the opportunity to see stuff like commercialized, you know, you probably see it on YouTube videos. I mean, I've seen some of your stuff put out there, but what I love about the Social Plug podcast, one of the things we do here is get to know the person behind the persona, right?
yeah.
And those kind of things, hearing those stories. But tell me, people know the Rap Hippie. How long has rapping been a part of your life?
Ah, man, for a long time. I think I've been doing this for 13 years, 14.
Okay.
I mean, I can't do the math right now, but 2009,
Yeah.
off and on, everybody goes through the motions up and down and should I be doing this? Why am I doing this? But yeah, man, for a long time. And then I feel like right now is like just right now it's just great. You know what I'm saying? The
Hmm.
energy's
Hmm.
there, the vibes are there, just what I'm saying, manifesting,
There you go. Yeah.
it's all
So
there right
after
now.
13 years, right? Because you hear that with musicians,
Yeah.
they talk about like people see the part where you're on the mountaintop, but they
Hmm.
don't realize the journey that it took to get
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. So do you feel like there's a shift coming, or what's been happening with what's the last 13 years been like,
Man.
being on that journey?
It's been a little tough, you know what I mean? Because at first, why I started off as rap. I'm sorry, I started off with a rap group, and it was, everything was doing fine, everything was doing great. It's just, as a rap group, it's hard to go further because it's a bigger pot. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like But anyways, I still shout out to everybody that was in that group, Gross Gun, and
Gross
everybody
gun.
that is still doing music. You know what I'm saying? That's really great. It's just the love of music that. But anyways, the journey, man, it's tough, man. Like especially like when you're doing it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then just like, but right now it's great because I got a team behind me,
There you
which
go.
is
I love it.
amazing, which is helping me be the man that I am, and I love it. You
There
know what
you
I mean?
go. So we'll get up to speed with where we're at and what's
Yeah,
happening lately. But I want to take it way back. Let's go. So before there was Rap Hippie,
yeah,
before there was
yeah,
John P.
yeah.
Tell us about like what was it like? You were born in Austin,
Yeah.
Texas. What were family dynamics like? I mean, you got siblings, you got brothers,
Yeah, yeah,
sisters.
yeah, yeah.
Where'd you grow up at? I mean, how was that? I mean, I grew up to teenage
Yeah.
parents, man. I didn't even know. You don't realize when you're a kid, you're being raised by kids.
Oh,
I
no,
didn't know
no,
we were poor.
no. Yeah,
Until
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
really grow up, you realize, damn, we were poor. I mean, so what was life like growing up for Rap Hippie?
I mean, life is a little, rocky up and down, but as a kid, um, I have a sister with my mom, which we have the same mom, and then I have siblings with my dad, which I have like two brothers, and then I have a sister, but then I have like my dad raised, other kids, which they became my brother and sister. So
Hmm.
there's no, but it was a little rocky, you know what I'm saying? Because my mom died when I was 8 years old. So and she was very young. I think she was like about 23,
Oh wow.
23 years old. I was 8 years old when she passed away, and it was a little tough, but God always has a plan for everybody. So
Hmm.
my dad was in prison, so when all that happened and stuff, but he got out, and he was trying to get on his feet and everything. But my grandma raised me. So my grandma's old school, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know how those older ladies are, they're strict, they hit you with the chancla, all that
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
stuff, you know what I'm saying? The hanger, all that, it is what it is. But like, I was raised old school, you know what I'm saying, by
Hmm.
my grandmother, which shout out to my grandma Rosa, you know what I'm saying? I love that
There we
lady.
go. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. My grandma's still in my life. She just turned 90 earlier this year, but definitely influenced and
Yeah.
brought up by that other generation. So,
Hmm.
you mentioned about your mom passing at a
Hmm.
young age for her, young age for you. That was a lyric that caught my attention, and I told you about this earlier in the song Lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first heard it, I feel like it's one of those things. I'm big on lyricists
Hmm.
and people that talk about real life, real
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, 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 yeah.
right? And didn't know anything about your background or
Yeah.
story, but then I heard that, and it just like stops you in your tracks,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so, you know, do you mind sharing, telling us more about that experience? What was like? You remember? I mean, you were 8 years old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You remember what that was like, experiencing that, going through that?
Yeah, it was pretty tough, man, because at a young age, you're like, you get, you're experiencing life, you're growing up, and then, your queen is gone, and you're just like, dang, But I added that to lessons just because I just want to let people know, like the meaning of the song is like in life, there's always a lesson. You know what I'm saying? No matter
Hmm.
what you go through in life, everything is a journey and it's a lesson. And you're either gonna grow from it or you're gonna learn from it. So that's why I made that song so
Right.
people can be like, like I said, I'm never taking L's, dog. I'm only taking lessons. So it's like that helped me grow and and also other people, you know what I'm saying? Like they were like, oh dang, like, I can relate to that, because
Mm-hmm.
it's, it's life is a journey and all you want to do is progress and be better in life.
Yeah.
So you never taking L's. You're only taking lessons.
Love it,
So,
man.
and yeah, like I said, like when my mom passing, it sucked, like it sucked for me and sucked for my sister, it sucked for my family.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying, there never was an L, it was a lesson, and my grandma raised me, and then my grandma showed me different things and perspectives of life.
Yeah.
And then also, I was still a bad kid. Then I moved, like I said in the song, I moved with my aunt, Tia Lisa, which she also did
Mm-hmm.
raising towards my middle school, high school era, and then I felt like I said, like in that song, I felt like Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? I lived in the hood a little bit, and then I moved to the suburbs up in Round Rock, and
Okay.
it was, what I'm saying, it was a little nice,
Yeah.
and people over there were a lot different than it was in Austin back in the
Right.
early 2000s and late 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you mentioned at that time also, I mean, so you go through that with your mother passing,
Hmm.
having different influences from your family. You mentioned your father was in prison during that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And so what was that then like, not having any parental figures in terms of mom or dad there? I mean, did you have you seen like how has that impacted you today now? I mean,
Oh,
as you look back.
it just made me, a lot solid, a lot stronger. But yeah, man. So my daddy, man, he's a great man now. You know what I'm saying? Like he was young too. He was in his teens. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were very young when they had me. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
was learning too. But that man right there, man, he's on his shit right
Yeah.
now. So which is. But yeah, it was a little tough, you know what I'm saying? Like it did suck, you know what I'm saying? Because then you were just like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
people like, my mom, my dad, but I'm like my grandma, you know what I'm saying? But my grandma's like my mom too, and so is my aunt,
Yeah.
I say I have like three mothers,
I love it.
but
There you go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what was little John? Little John. What was little? Yeah.
Yeah,
What was?
yeah,
what,
what?
what was? Yeah.
Okay.
What was little John like back then? Like, what were you into? I mean,
Oh
what were
man,
you doing? I mean,
I had a big
That's
imagination,
funny.
man. I had a big imagination. I just like I said, man, when I was a kid, my grandma raised me. So one of my aunts, my younger aunt, shout out to my tia Lila, she would babysit us when we were kids, me and all my cousins and stuff. And, as a babysitter, she was still young, you know what I'm saying? She was not even in high school yet. She was probably
yeah.
in middle school, maybe freshman. I don't remember. It was a long time
Mm-hmm.
ago. But she would watch MTV, BET, Rap City, all that, rap
Yeah. Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
hip hop, R&B, just everything, and just watching these people on those TVs, like it caught my attention, I was like, man, I want to be like those people, not like the lifestyle, more of
Mm-hmm.
like being a creator, making
Ah.
something, making
Okay.
music. And that's where I fell in love with music. And I would just act like I was, I would look in the mirror and act like I was them rapping along their lyrics, you know what I'm saying?
Can you remember like what were some of the first? Probably at that time, man. I must have guessed it was probably like some tapes,
Oh
CDs.
yeah,
Like,
my
so what were some of the first
oh
tapes you were
man,
copying back
yes.
then? Like,
So the thing is like back in the day for Christmas, my dad was already out of prison. I was probably like maybe like 10, 11. But
mm-hmm.
my dad bought me a Walkman, a cassette tape Walkman, you know what I'm saying, for my Christmas gift. And the three starting lineup cassette tapes, it was so amazing because it's like, okay, so it was Ja Rule. I had a Ja Rule. Ja, you know what I'm saying? That ain't his love or something like
Yeah.
that. I can't remember, but I also had Trick Daddy.
Hey,
Trick
That
Daddy.
baby, I'm a thug. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And then also
ain't
Ludacris,
no
which
man.
Ludacris back for the first time, man. And that was
Luda.
one of
Oh yeah.
yeah, man, one of
Hey.
the greatest lyricalists in the game. Like at that time, man, he
Mm-hmm.
was he was crazy, bro. Like his just style, wordplay, everything about him, and just his image. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
afro, and then he did the braids. You know what I mean? And he was creative, like with the big hands and just
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The album with the dog with the grill, like dude. Dude, that dude, and then like that's one guy that actually inspired me a lot when I was a
Wow.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the starting three cassette tapes that I had, and shout out to my dad for giving me those because it made me fall more in love with music. You know
There
what I'm
you go.
saying? Because I feel like my music is very versatile. Like and those three right there.
So that's
Like
cool. I mean, so was your dad like Was that what he was vibing to as well? I mean, or he just
I
like
hope
felt
so.
like he just like, oh, this is the cool shit, so I'm gonna buy this for.
I think
for
that's
Ja.
what I mean.
So,
Dad, if you're listening, I hope that's what you were vibing to. But I mean, I'm sure at the time those three were killing the game.
yeah,
Probably like late '90s. You know what I'm saying? Early 2000s. Yeah, man.
exactly.
And oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah. When I think of Luda around that time, that's probably like some of the first Fast and the Furious shit
Oh
that
yeah,
was coming out, right?
that
Like
too.
you know,
Yeah,
around that time.
yeah,
So
that Too Fast,
yeah,
Too
yeah.
Furious,
I can
man.
remember, man. One of my very first cassette tape. My cousin Abel introduced me to this rap group, and still one of my favorites of all time. But it was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh,
And that was the
yes.
Eternal 1999 album.
Yes,
And
yes.
bro, I mean, I can listen to that to start to
Dude,
finish.
dude, they were killing the game too
Yeah,
at that time
yeah.
too, man. That it's a thuggy rugged bone. Dude, that with the intro
Wake
with
up,
what's his name, the
wake
president,
up.
he was like, "We are not against
Against rap.
rap. We are not against rappers, but we are against
Against
those
those
thugs." Dude, and you know what I mean? I was just like, "Ooh, it just hit," you know? But yes, dude, Bone Thugs, man.
That's the thing is like they were one of a kind,
dude,
bro.
yes, one
I
of a
mean,
kind duo, man. They all
yeah,
spit
yeah,
fast. And,
yeah, yeah.
yes, yes. Oh man.
So you're seeing some of this stuff like you said on MTV,
Yeah,
Rap
yeah,
City, stuff like that. And you're
yeah.
starting to be like, man, I want to be a creator
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah,
right?
man.
So,
Like, oh man. Like, especially like when they did the Rap City, the basement, or
yeah,
I can't remember. It was like what's his name? Tigga.
Tigga.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. The like when they had
106
the
and Park.
room. What?
Yeah,
Yeah, all that.
the
They
106
had
and
that
Park.
room and stuff, and you know when Lil
Right.
Wayne put the red flag over the mic, I was like, what? Dude, just everybody was in that thing, man. It was fun. It just
Cold-blooded.
made me, yeah, it made me want to just do that.
Oh, we
you
like
know?
to say sangre fria.
Yeah. Híjole.
Hey, that's we had a number of those hijoles already in the comments.
yes,
bro.
sir.
Shit,
Oh, for
they're,
real?
they're vibing with it, dog. Yeah.
Híjole. Shout out to all my Mexicans out there. You know what I'm saying? And all my Rap Hippie fans. I love you.
Yes, bro. Yes, man. So that's badass. So you start to see that. Hey, and when did I mean, do you? So you're talking about it's been 13 years now. How old are you now?
Ah, man, I'm 33.
Hey,
But hey, 33, 30s, you're in your prime, baby. Like,
Hell yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm in my prime.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like my 20s, I was learning. My 30s, I'm like, oh, I know what I want.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
you're
like,
not making the same mistakes.
no,
You're like,
yeah, I made them already. You know?
Yeah. So you're going back and so what was like the you remember like, all right, the first real performance coming to life of like
Oh man. So I was
were you
this-
writing down raps?
Oh
Were you
man.
like,
No, what like what's crazy is like me and one of my buddies, like we just were making music or whatever, just doing it off this is like MySpace, dude, like back in the day. and then Facebook, you know,
yeah.
posting stuff, you know what I'm
Top
saying?
5.
Oh man, top 5, dude. Maybe
Right.
top 10.
Top
Like
five
the
or
crew,
top 10, what was
man,
it?
the crew got big. It was just like, God, hey, you know. But you know, we just kept dropping stuff, and people were like, "Hey, yo, these homies right here, they're doing their thing," you know. And some dude, I can't remember his name, but back in the day, he's like, "Oh, I see your birthday's coming up." You know what I'm saying? I'm hosting a show, and I was like, "Well, yeah, that's cool." And then he's
that's
like,
random?
yeah, you know, no, he hit me up in my DMs, and I was like, "Yeah, I see you," you know, and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then he was like, "Well, I'm bringing Charlie Boy," and I was like, "Charlie Boy?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Hey, man," and I was like, "Well, I don't know if you know, but I rap," and he was like, "No, I didn't know that." He's like, "Well, if you want to host your party there, that'd be dope." I was like, "You know what? Forget hosting the party. Let me perform." He's like,
Hell
"Oh, I
yeah.
could do that." Dude, my first show on my birthday, February 10th,
Mhm.
I think it was like 2011, 12. Can't remember exactly, but I performed and I opened up for Charlie Boy. And what's crazy was I was supposed to be the first act. I was supposed to be the first one to go on stage,
Mhm.
but the DJ lost my flash drive.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so they were just like, "Oh, let everybody else go." Yeah, yeah. So all these other rappers, they were like, you know what I'm saying? They were established. You know, they had their
Okay,
fan
okay.
base. They were like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They probably paid them to fucking perform.
Right.
And then later on, like right after they finished, it was like 5 different rappers. This dude's like, "Oh," the DJ's like, I found it. And, you know, it was a little flash drive. I still have that flash drive to this
Oh,
day.
no way.
So small. But he found it. And we're like, "Oh, great." He's like, "Go on right now. And dude, I literally got to open up for Charlie Boy. One song, but didn't matter. Hey, I got to,
hell yeah.
and it was a sold out show.
Put that on the resume.
Hey, it's out there on you can go watch that video. Actually, it's out there right now. Gross Gun, Truly Outstanding. look
Hey.
that up, and you can find that, and you'd be like, wow,
Bro, Charlie Boy is like a Texas icon.
Oh, dude,
right?
Charlie
I
Boy,
mean, bro,
man.
I grew up in the lowrider sing.
Yeah, dude.
Bumper grills. Oh, no.
Oh, dude, that
Hell
right
yeah.
there is
Yeah.
forever, forever on my playlist. It don't matter. Like it's on my playlist to this
Yeah.
day. Like, dude, that
Yeah.
one is just, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even know who that guy was. I guess it was a mixtape he did, and he was like, shout outs to Rapid Rick, first mixtape I ever got on. I was just like, who's this
Yeah.
guy? You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, he lives in Austin and stuff.
So,
And I was
so
like,
what was
hey.
that performance like? Did you realize the gravity of what was happening at that moment?
Oh
Like, I mean,
man, I guess I was on a high. It was just crazy, man. And then it's in Austin. So
shout
then,
out to Charlie Boy.
hey, shout out to
We
Charlie
gotta tag
Boy,
him in
man.
this,
Hey,
man.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? My first sold out show, which I mean I had no part of, but hey, shout out to Charlie Boy. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Boy. But dude,
Hell
man,
yeah.
like it was crazy. Like I was on a high, and then we're in Austin, and man, like just performing in front of all those people. And I say I brought out at least like 30 people, and it was all family,
Yeah.
family and friends that pulled up. It was also my birthday. But dude, it was crazy, man, because
That's
like dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. But basically it was full and we were on a high, and then dude, like, oh, we're in Austin. So I was just like, then I put like a little like a quick little 5-second little intro, to me actually performing the song.
Mhm.
And I was like, where's Austin at? What, dude, everybody was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, they're just like, hey, where's
It's
Austin?
like
You know?
fucking B Rabbit moment. 8
Man,
Mile.
dude,
Hey,
that's exactly how I
hey.
felt. You know what I'm saying? On the 8 Mile freestyle, it was so cool. And then they didn't even know who I was. They didn't care because
One
they were-
chance opportunity.
Dude,
One
exactly,
opportunity, right?
exactly. And that's how I felt. Like,
yeah.
dude, like, cause I hyped them up. They were riding it,
Right,
man.
right.
And dude, they didn't even care who I was after that. They were like, hey man, he's from Austin. Like, and they were just all crunk
yeah.
because I hyped them up before the song started. And
Hell
the
yeah.
song was actually great. It just wasn't the best quality, but it was a good song,
Gotcha. Shit, man. So, all right. So we're going back, talking about 13 years, first time getting up performance. And I mean, damn, who gets that opportunity like that? Man, or
on
the
your
stars
birthday.
align. You talk about manifesting shit and making
No,
it happen. So,
yeah.
hey, so all right. So we're talking about that. Who else influenced your music, your styles? I mean, you really kind of, I don't want to say you mimic or portray, but there's certainly artists out there,
Yeah.
creators that you're like, man, like you said, you talked about Luda.
Yeah, Luda was
Who else
one.
was out there?
Luda, let me see, man.
Can I get it? Can I budge on this
Go
one?
ahead, brother. What you got?
All right. So I was listening to your song that you did on South by Southwest. You were
Yeah.
on the road.
Oh, legendary. Is
yeah.
that the one?
I'm the rap jet John Cena.
Oh yeah,
You
you
can't
can't
see
see
me.
me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, dude. I used to love wrestling. So like, and dude, John Cena, I was like, you can't see
So I
that.
heard that in some of your raps. So I
Yeah.
was like, all right, did wrestling have a part
Oh
in
yeah,
you?
wrestling too, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Oh,
The Rock,
yeah.
Mankind, Cactus Jack. How many
Okay.
names
Go all
he
day.
created? But
You need to
dude,
come back and be on Kick
Bro,
Rocks. We do wrestling.
I feel like we could see Rap Hippie fucking walk down to the tarmac, bro.
Oh,
I feel
dude,
like
right?
you'd be,
yeah,
you'd
oh
be-
yeah, dude.
you'd be
The next
WWE.
Bad Bunny, but better. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So we were just talking about this earlier because my
Yeah.
boy, our producer back here, J Rock, he is a fucking wrestling connoisseur, bro.
Oh,
I mean,
fanatic, bro.
actually has his
Horrible.
own show underneath the social plug media empire, Kick Rocks, and it's all wrestling
Hey,
oriented.
all
yeah.
wrestling.
Are you
Man, we
into
talk
that
about them
midget wrestling or just...
Bro, I had to tell you a story. I got in a fight with those guys.
Oh, dang.
I used to run wrestling.
I would not want to fight those guys,
Yeah,
man.
I
They're
used-
straight
I used to,
kneecaps.
I used to run a wrestling company here
Yeah.
in New Braunfels, and we collabed with them one time. It was the last time. Dude, there were more prima donnas than regular
Oh,
people.
I bet, man.
Oh,
Oh,
But
man.
anyway, it's a good time.
No, but I just, I've been invited to some. I just never actually went. But
Oh, you got to go, man.
I want to. I want
I'm gonna
to.
go to Austin. I'm gonna hit you up. There's a couple
Hey,
shows in
let
Austin,
me
man.
know. I know.
Hey.
Oh, I know they're
So-
there. I
so-
just, I don't want to go alone. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be that guy.
Hey, you're making me feel bad because I go to wrestling all the time on myself.
Ah, man. Hey, let me know when you're in Austin, bro. I'll be there. Sorry,
So,
brother.
so let me ask that because I'm curious because I think we've all had the. So I DJ. I've been DJing rap for almost 20 years now.
Mhm.
But what is probably the most awkward,
Oh, hell yeah.
random performance situation you've been in? Like, what was that like?
Especially being in Austin.
Man.
The most
There's
awkward.
some weird off the wall, or just like, sometimes you got those. I've DJ'd to a fucking room of like 5 people. I'm like, man, all right, promoters did not do a good job with this, but you're
Oh,
you're
dude,
doing what you
sometimes they
gotta
just
do.
take money,
Like,
right?
yeah. Or it's just a
Um,
miss. I mean, the shit just missed.
Right,
I
you
mean,
never
it didn't
know.
hit.
I don't know,
so
man. I to be honest, I've done a lot of shows. I've done a lot of janky shows too, but I don't know, man. I can't think of one right now. But I mean, dude, if I could go back, I don't know, man. Shoot, man, you got me on one I don't know.
we'll have to put that in the archive. I'm gonna come back to it. So
Oh yeah,
figure
yeah.
that shit out.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I've had stuff happen. You know what I mean? Like the speakers blow out, power went out. Just you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I was freestyling on one. The speakers blew out. I just like whatever. It is what it is. Like people were there to. I mean, people didn't know who I
Going
was, but people were there for a show.
acapella, acoustic
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Right,
What do you
beat
mean?
bopping. You start
Yeah,
beatboxing.
You know what I'm
Got it
saying?
going.
Hey,
And my
old
bad,
school,
guys.
but
For interrupting him, he was talking about what kind of what type of music would your influence, right? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, we just been off
Other
topic.
No, I took
musicians.
you off from the rest of my
Hey,
bad.
Yeah.
man, I love it though.
Yeah.
I love wrestling. But,
Yeah. So with it, I mean, right, other musicians, other creators of the
Okay.
type of music.
No,
So,
yeah.
we actually got, all right, with that in mind, because it wasn't even rap that actually connected us. You were telling me the story it was Bob Marley. You were
Oh
listening to some
yeah, Bob Marley connected us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was one of your homies.
Yeah.
So basically, I have like 3 hustles, but I was electrician. I'm an electrician Monday through Friday. We do whatever. We do pools mainly. So I was doing a pool, and I guess it was your homie, and he was just like, I kind of felt the vibe. Like he's like, "Hey man, where you from?" And I'm playing Bob Marley, and it was just like,
Mhm.
"Where you from?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm from Austin. I'm from here." He's like, "Oh man, I'm from Galveston or so and so, whatever."
yeah.
And then he was just like, "Oh man, and I get it. Like when you're by the beach, you play Bob Marley. It's just tropical vibe.
Sure. Right.
And yeah, and I was just kind of like in my head thinking like, man, this guy's trying to get to the point. Get to the point, bro. He's asking if I smoke weed or
And, like, you're beating around the bush.
yeah, no, yeah. And I'm like, I'm here at work, so I'm trying to be professional. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, I brought up music. Oh, I make
Yeah.
music. My name's Rap Hippie. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And then he left, and I guess started looking me up and listening. And after that,
Right.
he's like, oh man, you're great. And next thing you know, he just brought up the podcast, and he's like, my buddy has a podcast, and then I was like, oh shoot, man, let's link me up.
There we go.
And then I was leaving, and I saw him walking his dog, and he was just jamming my music, and I was like, dang, this dude's really feeling this. You know what I'm saying? Dude, stuff like that, I love it. I love it.
I was about to say, man. So, have you had some of those moments where you're like, man, you just hear a car banging your shit, and you're just
I
whoa,
haven't, but
Lord.
people are starting to recognize me, man. Like,
Yeah.
so I have another hustle. I bartend, and just this past weekend, 3 people pointed me out. Oh, you're Rap Hippie. I was like, wait, what? Like,
Hold up.
it feels good.
Saw you on Grindr.
dude. Well, probably, but hey, we don't talk about that.
Nah,
but
she's from somewhere.
yeah, no, I was
On their face, by the way.
no, but it was amazing, like that feeling. Just
Seen that kaleidoscope condom before?
something like that. Nah, but man, I was just like, wow, bro. Like people starting to recognize me. I'm getting too big for this job, but not really per se. But just like, dang, man, like they're just it's cool. They didn't ask why are you still work here. They're just like, oh man, you're doing great. You're doing great. And I was like, oh man.
Do you think,
like,
I think it's more socially accepted now that people are just hustling, man.
Oh,
There isn't just putting you in a box. There's all different facets. I mean, our entire team. I mean,
I'm
we
still
got
human. You know what I'm saying? Like
multiple grinds. I mean,
yeah.
I've been DJing for that long, but it was a hobby that was a passion that turned into a profit in a business.
Yeah.
But I've also been a financial advisor for over 10 years.
Oh man.
Yeah, people are like, "What?" I mean, I used to wear the suit every single day, and I mean, maybe, but just different parts of my
that's
persona.
crazy.
Man.
I just couldn't picture that.
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
I get it. So, and so now, I mean, talking about your music, you write all your shit.
Oh, I
You
write
producing-
everything,
Are you
dude.
producing beats? I mean,
No,
who do you collaborate with?
I've thought about it, but just never actually just never interests me. Which I do love. I have an ear for sound. I do love it, but it's just like never been a thing that actually like let me get make beats. But I just want to focus on one thing, and which I did. Just focusing on making music and writing, and I would love to write music for other people, you know. Hey, if y'all listening, you need ghostwriters, hit me up.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? I got you.
yeah,
But
man.
I love writing. I write so much, man.
What helps you get into that flow and that state of mind? I mean, is it really just? I mean, at any moment you're
Sometimes,
just
yeah,
like,
I could be driving on the highway and just like, oh man, like you know what I'm saying? Swing a lane
yeah,
to lane, you know. Oh, I like that, you know. Just anything, you know. You know, it just I try to turn it off, but it's just something that's always on. So it's just
hmm
like I gotta keep writing. And dude, I write so much. I'm actually trying to write movie scripts, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Hey,
okay,
no, man,
all
like
right.
on some Ice Cube, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe get another Friday vibe, you know? But no, I love writing so much. So my dream goal, which is crazy, it's just off topic. My dream goal is to be a director, writer for movies.
Okay.
You know, that's my dream goal. That's my dream. But I love making music. And also that's why I'm a visionary. Also with my music videos, you know, I get these ideas, not just me, my team too.
hmm
I like to hear what everybody has and puts on, you know. But yeah, I like to
I've
direct.
seen them, man. Actually, I mean, so it is one thing to audibly hear, but then visually, and there's just not as much emphasis nowadays, right? Put into like a music video,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because everything is just streamed. But I've seen a lot of your content that's actually been put out, and I'm like, man, this shit is legit. Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
video product too behind it. So how much influence do you have on that now as far as the video production? Or what that concept's going to be.
Yeah, so like sometimes it's just like I sleep on it. I'll just like put my headphones, jam the song over and over, and then it just comes. So like that's how that happens. But man, I don't know, man. I just love directing.
Yeah.
I have just the vision, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's like off topic, like this has no it doesn't go with this song. Trust me, it will. Just
hmm
just believe it will. Like cuz it's different, you know, you got to be different, you know what I'm saying? And cuz there's rappers, there's artists, and then there's well, visionaries, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And so like I feel like I'm more of an artist visionary, you know, I like to I see something before it actually. I have a big imagination, which is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever tell like if you're a kid and you like have a make believe friend, you're not crazy. You
Right.
seeing something that before
Yeah.
you know is reality. You know,
It's
so
just as adults, I feel we grow up in society or the
yeah,
world, kind of like we shrink that imagination down,
yeah,
right? So, one of my personal mottos, I love being a creator, is just don't wait, create.
yeah.
Because
Oh
so
yeah,
many people are waiting for like permission to be like, man, think that way, dream that way, do
yeah,
that thing, and
yeah.
it's like, for what? Like,
Sometimes
who's
no
telling?
is
And
yes. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, no, I don't think no. If they don't see it, they don't
right,
see it. They don't
right.
believe. You like,
Right. So I do want to ask you because I feel like there's been this new breed of Mexican rappers.
oh,
And right,
dude,
I'm wearing this
yes,
Latino shirt right here. So
yes,
I'm a big
sir.
I'm a
Puro
first
raza.
first generation multifaceted entrepreneur
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
family. My parents were blue collar, my grandparents were blue collar. I mean, for me, not having a set schedule or a set paycheck is crazy, bro.
Uh,
Like it's just wild, right? But I just love that. I
yeah.
love that we get the opportunity to go out and just create the life we want, right? So I want to get and talking about this new elevation of Mexican rappers that's
Mhm.
kind of coming up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And when I first got introduced to you and hearing your music, I was like, bro, he's one of them.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
one
I'm
of them that,
different,
and I
man.
mean, it's not only like creators, but there's definitely like generations that I
Mhm.
feel like see you and they're like, fuck, that there's that little John that's
Oh,
watching you and
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
bro, that's like he's creating.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
create like him. I'm gonna create like him. So, tell me about that. I mean, how do you feel about and it's not like a Mexican versus everybody else or anything
No,
like that.
no, no, no. But right
But
now, dude, right now, the Mexicans are running the well, not just Mexicans, but just Latinos are running the
Latinos, yeah,
game, man. Like Bad Bunny, dude, he's breaking records, man. Like for not even
yeah,
speaking English. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
That's
right,
crazy, you
yeah,
know? And shout out to that Mexican OT, man. Like he's breaking like a lot of he's kicking down doors, man. That dude right there, like
yeah,
first, I feel like I think he is the first Mexican to be on BET, which is crazy, you
as
know?
well, right.
And just like him just doing so much, man. And just it goes on and on, which I feel like SPM, if he never would have went to jail or whatever, like that
Right.
dude would have been the one.
Oh, bro. I mean,
I
man.
wonder that all the time too, man.
Dude, I
Like,
love that guy,
Yeah.
man.
jeez,
Yeah.
He's all about it, man. He's puro raza, man. That dude right there. Raza, puro
Yeah.
raza.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Bro,
man.
many nights I remember Sunday nights rolling down a Military Drive in San Antonio, just jamming South Park Mexican,
Oh
dog. Like, I mean,
man.
that was the thing. So, hey, so you brought up that Mexican OT,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I
yeah.
was just listening to his episode he had with Joe Rogan
Yeah,
on
dude,
the
that's
Joe Rogan
crazy,
podcast,
dude.
right?
That's huge.
And here's the wild thing to me, because for being a Latino, for being a Hispanic, for being a Mexican, I'm looking at that Mexican OT, and I'm like, it's like, dude, you look like me, you talk like me, you sound like me, you were raised in a culture like me.
Yeah.
Like, I can't fucking
Texas.
connect to Joe Rogan,
No.
but you, dog, like, and I think that's what inspires people,
Dude,
right? Like,
yeah.
our culture, when they see a rap hippie, they see that Mexican OT.
Yeah.
So, what was that collaboration like? If people
Oh
don't know,
man.
so
Oh
y'all
yeah, I got a song with that,
tell
man.
us about that. Tell
Oh
us about
man, that
that.
was
Yeah.
crazy, man. So like people been telling me about him, which I kind of already knew, but people kept telling me about him, which is crazy. Is like,
He's from Austin
well,
too.
he's not from Austin, but he raised in Austin. So
Okay,
he
okay.
lived in Austin, and he went to the same high school that I went to. Man, it's crazy. Which is like, I'm older than him, but I had cousins that went to that school, and they knew who he was.
All
You know
right.
what I mean? It's just crazy. But just they like, oh man, this guy right here he's up and coming. And when I'd like, oh, you know what? Let me do my homework, and I looked him up,
Mhm.
and you know what I mean? Like I'm still up and down, going through the emotions with music. Like, do I still want to do this? Like, I'm getting older.
Yeah.
Should I find a lady? Should I settle down, have kids, start a family? But anyways, I was just like, oh man, homie's cool. Like he's a vibe, you
Yeah,
know. And
yeah.
then I saw that he had like 100K followers. I was like, oh, he's making moves. And so I reached out, and then you
So
know,
wait, you personally just reached
I
out
reached
straight
out,
up.
hit him up in the DMs, and then he was like, "Oh,
Wait,
he
when was this?
emailed." This was probably like
Okay.
last year, probably summer before summer of last year. And then he was like, "Oh, got to go through management." Cool. So I emailed them. They
Mhm.
responded. They told me the price, which we're not going to talk about numbers, but it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, let me get my money together." When I got my money together, he dropped. He dropped Johnny Dang. And then when I looked up his following, he went up to 500K. I was like,
Right.
God dang. And he told me like, yo, man, like, sorry, man. Like, I don't know
Prices
who
just
it was,
changed.
but I don't know who it was, but they were like, sorry, man, like prices changed, prices going up. I was like, golly. And he told me the price, and I was like, sheesh. And then I told my
Mhm.
dad, and I was like, yeah, man, I mean, I probably can get the song, but that's about it. And he's like, nah, man, don't worry about it. I got you. I was like, dang, you got me? I was like, Then after
Mhm.
that, we linked up, got it done, and dude, homie's coolest smack, man. He's cool.
Damn.
He's a cool dude, man. It just, it's crazy because it's all business. Music industry, it's all business. So it's like, people like, oh, you connected. I'm like, no, not really. Like, I gotta go through management. I can't just talk to the dude
Sure.
directly. Like, it's management. But yeah, man, that was fun, man. And we got the song, which we found the beat. It was like
Mhm.
this one producer, and I've been liking his beats for a while, but I saw that beat he made, and I was like, dude, it's a sample of that 25 lighters. It's a classic. I wrote a dope verse, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get this
Damn.
guy on it. And then, like I said, that stuff happened to where I was like, man, I ain't got the money. So then I lost hope.
Right.
But
Right.
then it happened, and we got it
So,
done.
if y'all
And
don't know, I mean, if for those, I mean, we got people watching right now. I mean,
yeah,
so
yeah.
Texas Fire Drill, right?
Texas
I mean,
Fire Drill,
Texas
yes,
Fire
sir.
Drill. That's the song.
That's
So,
the banger,
yeah,
brother. That's my top song right now, man. And shout out to him for, what I'm saying, doing it. Because he could have been like, nah, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But hey, because I mean, to him, I'm nobody. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? But he's like, you know what? Let's do it.
already.
And
So, I think what the people want to know is how do you get those ladies on the music video? Like, I mean, damn, like I was like,
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Hey
I mean,
man, you know what I'm saying? I'm
that's
low
what I'm
key.
sitting here.
I'm low key a pimp. No,
I
I'm
was,
just playing.
I was like,
That's
either
my third hustle.
I
I,
was
didn't
like,
get to tell y'all. Nah, man.
Hey,
It's
J
just
Rock, J Rock. I was like, either Rap Hippie is packing or he's
Right.
paying. He's packing or he's
He's
paying.
packing or he's paying, one of the two, right?
Hey, I ain't packing, baby.
Hey, well, I'll pay.
Chiquito pero picoso.
Hey.
Yeah, I ain't packing, baby. But no, it's business. You know what I'm saying? And then there's either a source where you can hit them up, not hit them up, but hit up someone that
There
has
you go.
connections to that, or it is what it is. You know them or whatever.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, I hit up a source, got them locked in, sealed the deal. So what's crazy about it is like I was booking 5, 2 flakes, so really I paid for 3. But they heard he was gonna be on the song. So then, just like I said in the song, she tell a friend. What does it say? She tell a friend and tell a friend. Like, yeah. Dude, it really, literally, it manifested that. Like they just word of mouth. Like always, you know what I'm saying? They didn't care who I was. They weren't there for me, but they pulled up because you know what I'm saying. Like they wanted to be, and they knew this video was gonna be crazy.
Right.
And it was fun, man. And homie was chill. He pulled up.
I would have just kept fucking up in the video, be like, man, we got to do that one over.
Dude, I was trash, man. I didn't even think he was gonna come, but he pulled up, man.
Damn.
What was crazy about it was he had a show that same day. I think it was Bat Fest or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But and so like they're like, oh, sorry, man. Like, so at first he wasn't gonna be the main event, and then dude's been going crazy.
Right.
So then they're like, oh man, we moved him later. So we're gonna have to move your video shoot earlier because they're telling me it was gonna be later. And I was like, man, ain't nobody gonna stay till like 9, 10 to see this guy or whatever.
Right.
But it worked out, and I said God has a plan, and it works out. And so in Godspeed, it actually worked out, and it was crazy. It's like we had everything scheduled. Then his manager called me like a week later, like, hey man, like the week of, hey man, we're gonna have to do it early. And I was like, oh dang, like I had to like, make some calls and make everything work.
So that's so crazy, man. Because I mean, you talk about like his meteoric rise at that time. I mean, you didn't know.
I didn't expect him to be where he's at right now. It's crazy
where things are going. So,
yeah,
y'all stay in contact?
Nah, bro. It's I mean, I've seen him and I've done shows with him. I've done 2 sold out shows, and I did one in Mission, Texas. Shout out to the Valley, man. Hey, shout out to yes sir, RGV 956. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people. Yes sir, Puro 956. Shout out to everybody out there, man. I
Wait,
get mad
you
love.
Spanish, bro, right?
I mean, poquito,
you rap in Spanish?
Poquito, hey man. I speak Spanish. Trust, I understand it fluently. It's just more of like a, I try my best to speak. I'm still learning to get better. My grandma is fluently in Spanish, so she speaks to me only in Spanish, but I understand everything she's saying.
Exactly.
And so like I still try to get better. So I talk back, communicate, but it's just like, some things are just like, I'm that one guy, you know what I'm saying? That's they have those memes now, I'm that Mexican guy, you know what I'm saying? It's poquito, you know what I'm saying? Like
más o menos.
Like I know it, but I understand it real good. It's just speaking back is just I'm still learning.
Bro, could have fooled me, dog. Because I mean, when you're listening to the music, I'm like, oh shit, this dude's fluent in Spanish.
Nah,
bro.
man, I felt like I had to reach out to my people, man. Like I said, the Valley, man, I got a good fan base out there, and I had to add that to it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what they they like that stuff,
Yeah.
And I want to cater to my fans, so.
Hey, so speaking of catering to your fans, and I mean, I feel like, you get to tap into some of Rap Hippie's creative mind, right? Whether it's like, the swag, the dress, the style, the music. But you've also got some songs I feel like really bring out some of the characters or some of the things that influence your life, right? So there's one, you got Billy Madison.
Oh, dude, I love that song, man. I feel like it's my best song.
So literally a play off of Adam Sandler's movie.
Yes, because
tell us about that.
Man, so like I love that movie, man. And the thing about it is like it's funny because like, it's like, his dad's a rich guy, whatever, and he wants him to own his business, he's going back to school. Anyways, I just like the whole penguin thing, man. It's just I love it. So it's just like every time you're drunk, you see this penguin. Well, every time he's drunk, he sees this penguin. Nobody else sees it but him. So I was just like, man, like I would love to add that to my thing. Cause like, man, me and my people, we're Puro Preacher Party. You know what I'm saying? We like to drink. We all about fun. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're drunk and you see Rap Hippie, you're going to see a penguin. Because I feel like my team is all friends or just people that's been around me, and I like to. I feel like Adam Sandler, I'm like.
So it wouldn't be a Rap Hippie party without the penguin.
Oh no! No!
Puro Pincho penguin.
Yes, sir. And I actually got some merch. You know what I'm saying? I love to bring it out.
Already.
Yes, sir.
So that's what I mean, man. So I feel like it's a privilege, man, because I'm like, man, I get to see it firsthand. But we got the penguin in the studio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, let's go, right baby. Yes, sir. We got the Rap Hippie air fresheners. One for you, brother. And we got the Rap Hippie stickers. If y'all are into that, I got 2 different kinds. I got koozies, Rap Hippie koozies. Puro
And for our Facebook and YouTube fam, yeah,
Rap Hippie.
we are
For all
live,
my
man.
thirsty ones, you know what I'm saying? And if you want an air freshener or a koozie or whatever, hit me up. I got merch, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to La Conecta. La Conecta out of San Antonio, Texas. Yes, sir. Made that for me. And it's pretty dope. You could get those at, well, not this one per se, but you can get any air freshener from La Conecta at
Love it, bro.
your gas station.
Puro pinche penguin in the house,
Puro
bro.
pinche penguin at Puff Penguin.
Puff Penguin.
The Penguin, yes, sir. Yes, it's a vibe. So yeah, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know, if you're thirsty, I got the koozies, and then I got the Rap Hippie stickies.
Wait, so you, so do you have like your own website, or are you gonna go? To,
Not yet. We're working on all that. Just right now, we're just more like you hit me up. I got you.
Hey, so
pull up
what's
to you.
the scent? What's it
Oh, it's
smell
black
like?
ice. Black ice. Everybody's favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Already,
This which is my favorite. There's no other air freshener I would rather have. It's black ice.
Yeah, man, I love that.
Yes,
Hey, that's
sir.
bad. I
Yes,
love this,
sir.
bro. So yeah,
Hey.
so you got so like you get to see different parts of the way the Rap Hippie thinks through the music that you got coming out and stuff like that. So man, that's dope. So what's on tap right now? What's happening in the world of Rap Hippie?
So I'm hosting 2 of my own shows and the 420 weekend. Then I'm going on tour. I'm doing a car tour. Jerry, it's a Syntech let me see, lifestyle tour. Nothing but
Already?
like lowriders and
So the
there's
420, while we're getting that
tattoo-
M420 event, that's where's that happening?
It's in Austin. I'm having a
AT
240.
Sizzle?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go. On the
The
spot.
Dynasty Tour. Yes, sir. And I am official artist on that. Shout out to Raymond for getting us on board.
Yeah.
And shout out to Juan and Jerry, my manager. Here's Jerry right here. Go ahead, Jerry. Put your face in here, baby.
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jerry, people were asking about you on the line, bro. They're like, "Where's Jerry at?"
Hey, Jerry's here, baby. Jerry's here, back of the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So I'm going on 11 show tour with these people. Little
No
Kiki, Them Ot, Paul Wall, Crystal Poppin. I think it's Estradas, Hermanos Estradas are going to be there
Okay,
too.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Todo lo grupo.
So we'll make sure to drop the links in there so they can check that out.
Just
So-
follow me on Instagram, Rap Hippie with the IE, and you can get updated, whatever. Even on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook or add me on Facebook. Keep an update with all that, you know. So you can see me and maybe Puff the Penguin. You
There
never
we
know.
go.
You never know.
Yeah,
He
man.
might be there. He might not. He might be there. He might not. He might be there. I don't know.
Hey, so
He might be there.
so tell me about that. As you're prepping, so you got this 11 city tour
Mm-hmm.
for the car show.
Yes.
How are you preparing for that? Like, I mean, you have set list made out. You know what that's gonna look like.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
mean,
got us.
how are you preparing for the tour?
So everything, we're just gonna just hop in the van and drive around, either come back, go, or stay, get a Airbnb or a hotel. But we're prepping because we got a strong. I can't remember exactly how long the set is, but if not, I have a 4-strong lineup song for that,
Mhm.
and I feel like it's great, man. I even used it for South Padre. I also performed at Clayton's. That's spring break.
Alright.
But yeah, we're prepared, man. We're ready to rock and roll, man. Like I said, we're bringing Puff the Penguin. We're, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing push-ups and sit-ups, trying to get right, you know.
Hey.
But yeah, man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready for
Doing it, bro.
what God brings me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited. I've been blessed, and I'm just I'm blessed. I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
God brought
hey,
us together.
I do feel blessed, man, because so Rap Hippie, you're telling me you're like, man, this is the first podcast.
Dude, yes,
Actually,
yes,
a video podcast
dude.
out there,
I'm
bro.
so excited. Like, I'm excited that I'm doing this. Like,
I'm just waiting for the ladies to show up any minute now.
they're on their way. They're on
That's
their
what they
way.
told me.
That's
what they told me, Rap Hippie.
They're on the way, brother. Not this one, but maybe
Hey.
the next one.
I'll take 2 nickels, dog. I'll take 2 nickels.
Nah, brother. We got you. We'll give you a whole quarter, baby. We'll get you a
Oh,
quarter.
dang.
Whole
No, we
quarter.
wanna
We'll
make
get you a
sure
dollar bill, $100
want-
bill.
We want to make sure we can keep it live right here. If not, they'll censor that. We'll be done. So, man, that's fire. Even my girlfriend's on here, and she's like, "Hey, yeah, she's all
Oh.
about it." So
Hey.
that Texas fire drill
Yes,
was in there,
sir.
she's like,
No,
"That's
I had
my shit."
So it's crazy. It's like I would send it to some of my people, or I'll show some of my people. And then it's funny, it's like one of my bar regulars, I sent it to him and he was just like, yeah, man, like that video was dope, but like, man, I was like watching it with my wife and she's like, what are you watching? And he's all like, my buddy, this is my buddy. He sent me this. And he's all like, dang it, man, I didn't know what to say. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro.
I gotta
like,
support the craft.
yeah, man, that's it. You know, you ain't got you ain't got no ass, you ain't got no class.
So switching up on that, because I want to ask about this, because like it sounded like your dad has just been a huge supporter.
Oh yeah,
of
man.
what you're doing.
My dad's all in on this, man. He's managing me actually, him and Jerry. And yeah, man, he's been supporting my music career for a long time. And then, you know, like he just when I dropped another album, I think it was called Should Have Been. When I dropped Should Have Been, he was just like, man, this is great. And I did that in the living room, you know what I'm saying? I just did that at the crib and he was like, man, this is a good album. Like, but you know, it could be better, you know? And I was like, no, yeah, it's just, you know, everything's, you know, it's money, you know, it takes money for quality and all that stuff. And I knew people. I knew the sources. I knew all the people. It just coming, you know, for me, you know what I'm saying? I live on my own, got a dog, and you know what I'm saying? It's just expensive, you know, to do all that. And like, I work, it's expensive in Austin. I got to work 2 jobs. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he's a business owner, and he's like, you know what, man? Like, and which is great because you know you got to have business owners as like a management, you know, team because. You know, they own a business, so it's like a brand now they're marketing that brand. So it's like they already know, you know what I'm saying, how to sell something, you know what I mean? Or just, you know, whatever, you know.
There you go.
But yeah, man, my dad is a big part of everything, man. And he's the type of guy like he don't care for the credit. He's just like in a behind the scenes type. You know what I'm saying?
What was his reaction to Texas Fire Joe after he saw it, like it came to life? Like,
oh man, he was just like, man, we gotta make this video be crazy. Like it's gotta be a good video. Like,
was he on set when it was happening?
Dude, he was there. He was just, you know what I'm saying? He was there, but he was just behind the scenes. He didn't want to be in the camera. I don't put me on the camera. Well, they caught him on Trump banging, but other than that, and like he's just like, I don't want to be on, you know, I'm behind the scenes kind of a guy. So yeah, I mean, he was like, it's got to be dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to get these chicks. We got to get, we got to have like a pool party and we got to get these cars, you know what I mean? And everything worked out as planned, you know what I'm saying? But everything too was also out of love too, you know what I mean? It was all a lot of family and friends that helped out. So shout out to all my family and friends that.
So what is there any little Johns in the future? I mean, you talk about you have
nah, man, not right now. I mean, not right now, brother. I mean, trust me, I've always thought about it. It's just not right now. Right now, I got too much going on.
Yeah.
But once I get to where I need to be, hey, they gonna be coming back to back, baby. Just.
Hey, so I do want to ask.
I'll be working.
I thought he was gonna say I've been practicing this whole time.
Oh, I have been practicing. I've been practicing a lot. Nah, just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, so I do want to ask you. I've had the fortunate opportunity to interview a number of musicians, you know, on the show, but and I'm always curious if you had the opportunity to collaborate with other artists, musicians out there. Are there people or rappers, any musicians, any genres that you're like, man, I would absolutely love to jump on a track with them? Who are those?
So it was just crazy. It's like we're 2 different genres, but I really like Grupo Frontera.
No,
and I also like Peso Pluma.
Yeah,
I'm versatile, so like I'd rather work with other people out of my genre. You know what I'm saying? And let me think, man.
Hey, so you
dead or alive? Like,
hey, anybody? I mean, I'm just yeah.
Bob Marley. Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? Let me think. Mac Miller, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, Biggie, dude,
right.
The greats, you know what I'm saying? Like, right? I mean, everybody's gonna say Drake, which I mean, I get it, but also Kendrick, dude. Oh man, Kendrick Lamar, man, that guy right there is crazy with his wordplay, man. I really like him. J. Cole, you know, I'm really into the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So those are, but yeah, man. Shoot, even Bobby Pulido. Oh, what that's how you say his name? Bobby Pulido,
bro.
Dude, Grupo Mas. Man, I love Tejano music.
Do you
man.
really?
No
dude. Way.
My dad and my uncle, man, my uncle Yone, all my uncles, you know what I'm saying? They love that stuff, man. And growing up as a kid, you know what I'm saying? That's all I heard. So it was just like, man, this music's.
I was about to say, man. Cool. I mean, that was my biggest influence. You know, I've been DJing since I was 18. Now I'm 39, bro. But I think I've done a number of events where it's predominantly Tejano
Oh,
music,
dude, yeah,
and the crowd,
loves it, man. They
well,
just,
I think they get shocked when they look at me and then I'm playing some
oh
older
yeah,
Tejano stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
But they don't know. I mean, that's literally what my parents were just
yeah,
like inbreded me
dude,
into listening to all that.
dude,
So
I love that
the
stuff, man.
Ricky Naranjo to Agustin Ramirez to Vicente Fernandez, hear my grandfather
Hey,
sing that kind of stuff. I
yeah,
mean, but even right, the Masa, La Única Estrella, I still
yeah.
jam that in my set when I'm DJing,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
La Chona. Bro. Hey,
Hey.
that's one of the things that, man, I like to keep people on their
Yeah,
toes
yeah,
when I
yeah,
mean they don't know
yeah.
what to
Well, you
expect.
know, especially being a
So
DJ, your music, just it's
it's got to be
just
diverse.
yeah, you gotta be diverse, man. Especially with being an artist too, man. It makes you more creative when you're diverse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like Tejano is like a dying breed of like that genre is just like fading away.
Hmm.
But dude, it's just like you still got those diehards, man, and like my
Yeah.
family was one of them. So it's like I love that stuff, man. Like man, as a kid, that's all I really
Right.
heard. You know, hip hop wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Hmm.
you know, it's just like I love that stuff.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
reminds me. It reminds me of like playing on the swing set. You know what I'm saying? Barbecuing out there.
Right.
You know, like
Right.
that's the type of vibe.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? It was like the soundtrack of life.
Yeah,
It was just in the
man.
background
It
everywhere.
makes me
So,
want to drink a beer right
hey,
now. You know, just
shit.
listening to that stuff.
Exactly, bro. So,
Yeah.
hey, you were talking about this earlier, saying talk about this vision for producing like movies and stuff
Oh
like
man,
that.
yeah.
So, you got a storyline, you got a movie in mind when you're thinking about
I mean,
like
I do. I got some stuff, but I just rather not. Just because it's still in the working
what
process. 'Cause,
genre would it fall in? Is it
I mean, I got like some
OnlyFans or
like,
what?
rom
oh
com?
yeah,
Is
oh
it
yeah, baby. Yes, I love them. No, but no, just more of like just some like makes you think that
okay,
what is that kind of genre that
okay,
like
more of the thriller?
thriller, but
Yeah,
like
Suspense, thriller.
suspense,
Yeah.
mystery, a little bit of all that, a little bit of romance, and then add a little comedy,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know. But yeah, I like stuff like that. I grew up liking a lot of scary movies, but I don't know, man. Like comedies is a lot better. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, making someone laugh, it just makes you feel good, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, I've been writing something. It's been a little tricky. I've been going back and forth of how I want it to be, but I've been focusing on music so much that I haven't really been writing that stuff. So it's like I have three projects I started but never actually got
Yeah.
to keep
Yeah.
going because you know, this music stuff's actually doing pretty good. So now I got them like, hey, my dad. I got my dad on, you know, my back. Hey, I need a lot in vote. I need more. I need more. I'm like, dang, chill. Like, but it's just good. You know what I'm saying? He has
Yeah.
that hustle. You know what I'm saying? He has that hustle in him. So he's like, man, you got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because people, you know, when you stop, it's kind of you fade away.
I could see that.
So he's like, you got to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, you got to keep shoving it in their face, you know? And so yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I mean, I've been more focused on music. So, but I trust me, man. Once I'm like, once I'm good, man, I'm gonna get back on that stuff, you
Hmm.
know. But yeah, I would say like I said, mystery, suspense, stuff like that. You know, plot twist. Like,
There
whoa,
you go.
whoa, hit me with
Hey,
that thing, man. That's crazy.
I didn't see that pinche penguin coming.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
didn't see that penguin coming, man. Just like right now,
Hey.
they didn't even know the penguin was here.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's badass, bro. That's exciting, Doug. So, hey, dude, and I'm seeing that, man, you got so much love, even just hitting it right here on the
Oh
comments,
yeah,
people,
on
followers,
Facebook.
everybody throwing the
Hey.
híjole rap hippie shout out. So,
Híjole.
man, they're feeling it, dog. That's fire, bro.
That's
So,
dope, man.
yeah,
That they
yeah,
jumped on, man.
yeah.
Shout outs
So
to everybody that's on there.
for sure. I mean, so let the audience know. I mean, where can they find Rap Hippie, your music,
Hmm.
any of your content? Where's all that at?
So you can Google Rap Hippie, and all my platforms will pop up like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everything. But you can follow me on Instagram. You want to keep updated with shows. It's a Rap Hippie, RAPHIPPIE. And on Instagram, or you know, you want to follow me on Facebook or be on my Facebook is John Raymond Bettis, which is my government name.
Hey, all right, all
They
right.
tried they named me after Usher Raymond, but you know they were like, we don't want to have to do it, you know, because I can sing. Oh yeah, man, That's for the ladies though. I'm not gonna just sing for anybody.
RAYMOA.
There you go. You better watch it, bro.
Now tell me what
'cause
you want to do with me.
We say Jerry looks like Usher too, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
no, yeah. Hey, you kind of do,
I'm a
bro.
dancing dog doing my thing. So,
You Usher with the dance moves or?
oh, bro, yes, sir. Hey, that's actually where this hat's inspired from. People always tell me, they're like, man, you're from Texas, you're in Texas, why are you rocking the LA hat? And actually, so this was the hat Usher was wearing in the Yeah video.
Oh,
He was wearing the Atlanta camouflage hat. And I was like, I love this look. And I was like, so that's kind of been attached to my whole brand.
I like it, bro.
Like, so,
I like it. Looks
anyway,
good. Looks good.
nothing against, I'm not all about LA and this and that and whatever.
No, it's
So
Texas over
I'm
here.
Texas through and through for
Hell
sure. So,
yeah. Hell yeah.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Hook 'em.
Yeah. Hey, so let me ask you this. What are your what are some of your favorite spots about Austin? When you're having some downtown, when it's like Rap Hippie wants to go hang out.
Man, to be honest,
Spend some-
I do not like going to 6th Street, but I will go. You know, that's where the music scene's at. To be honest, like the domain's
Okay.
growing. It's just a little expensive, but it's fun, and everybody out there is having fun. And shout out to Rainy Street, which is kind of like fading away, but it's still there. You know what I'm saying? Going on strong. It's fun too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I just like going where the fun is. 6th Street is just trouble, man. Everybody's shooting, pulling out guns. Like, God dang, bro, chill, stay
That's
at
wild.
home. Like, but yeah, man. Shout out to Barflies. You know what I'm saying? If you listening, brother, hey, shout out, bro, man. Y'all always show love out there. It's a little hole in the wall bar, you know.
All right.
But dude, they show mad love, you know.
Yeah.
And man, that's about it, man. I'm more of a homebody. I really don't care about going out like that. I'm usually at home getting high. I was gonna leave
Hell
the
yeah.
house, but then I got high. My friends be
Oh,
like, "You
damn.
pulling up?" Oh shit, and I'm still smoking. I ain't gonna make it, bro. I'm
See,
on the
what-
way. I'm lying. Like,
Well, what happened was shit.
yeah.
Oh
Basically.
damn, man! That reminds me now. Even just the whole Rap Hippie vibe. Probably one of the songs I get requested often is Colt 45, Crazy Rap.
Oh,
right?
dude,
And it's-
Crazy Rap, dude. That's a classic,
That
bro.
is a classic. Bro.
The intro just is forever, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? When he's
Yeah.
telling the joke and stuff. Oh,
Oh,
man,
yeah,
about the blind man.
Wilding
we won't bring it up. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's funny though. Yeah, that's a classic. Yes,
No.
sir.
Hey man, so it's been good, you know, getting to know some of the behind the scenes
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
man. Like you said, growing up in Austin, talking about your family, whether experiencing some of the things you loss of your mom at a
Yeah.
young age
Mm-hmm.
herself, young age for you. You know, what it was like getting introduced to music, coming up, starting the whole rap thing,
Mm-hmm.
everything, getting influenced by different artists and whatnot, to doing collaborations with that Mexican OT and where you're at now, going on tour,
Yeah, man.
chopping up music. So any other things we want to share with the audience might be coming up next to make sure people know about Rap Hippie and things that are going on.
I got a video on the works. And May 25th. May 25th, we got a video for Super Duper Star, which a lot of people request, like, hey, you should do a video for Super Duper Star,
Already.
which is a good song. I mean, it's a classic. R.P. Fat Pat was one of my favorite rappers, and it was like one of his old songs that I remade the sample. Anyways, but yeah, that one, going on tour, doing more shows, and doing more stuff like this, man. Just
Alrighty,
just
man.
having fun,
If,
man.
if you can, buddy, just share your socials again. One more time.
You can follow me on Instagram at Rap Hippie with the IE, and Facebook, John Raymond Pettis. That's my government name. And then TikTok, I think it's Puro Pinche Rap Hippie. And
Okay.
YouTube, just Rap Hippie, which is the fun is that YouTube.
Yeah.
And then just Google Rap Hippie, and you'll find everything else that you need to look for. But yeah, that's about it.
Love it, man. Hey, dude. So popped your cherry. First podcast
Oh man,
right here.
for real.
bro.
I was gonna bring it up, but I didn't know if it was appropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah, flip it.
Yeah.
It was fast and easy. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's lasted an hour.
Oh dang! Hey, we was making love over here.
We're going at it. Hey, but dude, I just want to say it's been a privilege.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I feel like you know, one of those things. Everything was in alignment for us to be able to make this happen, make the show happen quick, and I'm looking forward to opportunities, collaborations, man. You
Oh
know,
yeah, man.
working
sure.
on different shows, different events, things we put together.
Yeah, man. Let me know.
And,
I'll pull up, man.
so we'll
I
have to
would
put it
love
on.
to come perform out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. You know.
Yeah. So, all right, bro. So I'm sure this won't be the last time, but guys, you can check all this out. You know, Social Plug Media is the name, Social Plug Podcast. Make sure to check us out right here on YouTube. Follow us, subscribe to see more. Also, all of our socials online on Facebook, on Instagram. You can check us out on TikTok. So myself, DJ Jerry, you can follow me, Jerry _ to the DJ on Instagram. Follow me there. Check out where all my shows are upcoming and happening as well. So super pumped and excited to have Rap Hippie on today, bro. I just want to say much love. I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah,
And
hey man, hey,
yes,
I
it's
appreciate
been
you. I
good.
appreciate you having me, man.
Yeah, man. So
Hospitality, everything, man. I love it, man. It was fun. It's
looking
fun.
forward to it.
Oh man, I'm
yeah,
ready.
one day I know we're gonna be looking back and be like, man, remember that time we had Rap Hippie
Hell
on
yeah.
and janky ass, you know, studio?
Nah, this is actually professional, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, nah, this is
Yeah,
legit,
yeah,
bro.
Good
yeah.
time.
I
We
love
got
it. I love
yeah.
it.
You had to get us collab with Mexican OT, bro, and we'll both have you on the show.
Hey,
Let's
bro.
do it.
Hey, that was crazy. You never know what the future holds.
You never know, man.
Now,
Let's go.
I'm gonna drop in the Charlie Boys DMs and be like, hey, I had a guy that opened up for you, dog. Like, so
Probably don't even remember. It's like, God damn, that was a long time ago.
you're like, block. But anyway, dog, man, so it's been good, man, and
Yeah.
huge shout out. I mean, you got a lot of love. Obviously, people following you, dropping comments, saying what's up,
Hey,
and
that's what's up,
so we're
man.
definitely looking forward to what's happening
excited.
next with Rap Hippie, y'all. So,
Hey,
hey, so this has been the Social Plug Podcast. Hey, we connect you to level up. You know, what we do is we bring ordinary people doing extraordinary things. None better than this man right here, Rap Hippie. So right now we are officially unplugged.
yes.
Until next time, we're out. Let's go.
Latest.
Hey guys, we're gonna close out with Billy Madison here from
Hey.
Rap Hippie.
Cruising and slanging, crystal popping on the speakers, they banging. Texas, I'm trained and diamonds be ganging. No, I'm never changing. Queen in the spot is the game rearranging. Watching my ops on them, they know I'm gaining. KP a K9 that night on me hanging.
Hey, while I'm back in this bitch, flow out the parcel, you know it's a hit. Stacking my chips and I really don't trip. She throwing a fit cause she know that I'm him. Yeah. Don't pass me the mic, I'm Kobe. I feed her the dick, no Moby. Haters can't hold me, roll me a smoky, chokey, okie dokie. Well then riddle me this, stirring the pot like a flick of the wrist. Making them piss cause I really don't miss. I'm back with the shits like a plumber gon' fix. Yeah. Caught in the mix, yeah. Rap Hippie go crazy, yeah. What you talking about, baby? Wrecking it in the Mercedes. Ya saca la prenda la mota. Rap Hippie, West Texas, loca.